In this video, we're going to be learning about the Angular Material Form Field component. The goal of this video is to actually break our application on purpose. We'll be implementing the form field container without adding any controls inside of it. This is just to lay the groundwork for the rest of our form controls we'll be adding later in the module. Let's dive into the documentation. On the left, I have the form field component selected. And in the overview tab, there's really good documentation on what this module's for. The form field module acts as a wrapper for several other Angular material components. Like one of them, for example, is the input component. You can select this input component, or on the left, you can find it within the menu, and you can select it here. And it says up here that the mat input directive works with the mat form field. And that's what we'll be implementing in this video, the mat form field. To do that, we'll look at the code example that they have here. We'll bring in this mat form field element within our HTML. But before we do that, we'll open up the TypeScript and we'll need to bring in this mat form field module first. I'll copy this. Inside of the Contact Us form component, and you can find that under the Pages Contact Us form, if you're following along with the repo that was provided with this course. At the top, we'll bring in our module, and then we'll make sure to add the mat form field module to the imports array within the component. And I'll add that on towards the end here. That's the only changes we need to make in the TypeScript file for now. Moving on to the HTML, and inside of the form element, towards the top, I'll add in the mat form field. Now this will cause the application to break, and I'm going to be pushing this up to the repo just the way it is. So just to warn everybody, I'll leave a comment that the application is in a broken state currently. That's the only changes we need to make. Let's view the build error within the DevTools. And now our application is broken. If we open up the DevTools, inside the console, you should be seeing this error here. And this error is saying the mat form field must contain the mat form field control. If we go to the documentation, on the right, click on the troubleshooting. Then down here is the error, the same error that we're experiencing. This is basically saying that we didn't add a control within our form field, and that's why we're experiencing this issue. We'll resolve this issue in the next video, but now we laid the groundwork for implementing our form field into our application. And now we'll get access to different things like floating labels, hint labels, and in the next couple videos, we'll be setting up the error messages. But before we can get into all this, let's implement our first control, and we'll start off with the input control, and we'll do that in the next video.